Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, we will discuss about the example for AND, exclusive OR, and OR instruction. Let's take this problem as a subject to discuss. Develop a program based on the following equation. Actually, this is the Boolean circuit. Yeah? From this Boolean circuit, we can come out with Boolean equation like this. This part, D0, we end with E0. This part, E0, we OR with F0. And next, second stage, product from AND gate and OR gate will be XOR to produce the final results. Yeah. Okay. Port W, X, and Y here. Port W, X, and Y, and Z is located at address D0, E0, and F0. D0, E0, and F0, and output at address 2000. Okay. First, what we need to do is we decide which register we will hold data for each port. For port D0, I use register R1 to hold data from address D0. I use R2 to hold data from address E0, R3 hold data from address F0, and lastly, I use R4 to store final results to address 2000. And for the size is 32-bit. We consider the size of the data from each address is 32-bit. Okay, let's go to Microvision. We table file. Okay. This step here, 1, 2, 3 step, I read data from each particular port. First, from address D0. Where's D0? Here. Data here from address D0, from address E0, and from address F0. I load to R1. Here, data 404B4313. I load to R1, and then I load data from port E0. I load data from port F0. Next, R0 whole address for storage location. Yeah, this storage location at address 2000. And then we start. In my case, I start with this part, followed by this part, and last I exclusive OR the output. I end R1 and R2. Result update at not yet. Okay, I end result update at R1. Okay, why I use R1 here? Because R2 we will need to use data at R2 twice. First, to do the end process with R1, and second, to do OR process with R3 to avoid new data from overwritten to the R2. So I use R1 as a destination. If I use R2 as a destination, the original value of R2 will be override by the new value. So that's why we choose R1. So this is the result from end process. And next, we do the second process, or Okay, this is I update at R3. Next, we will do the final process exclusive OR R2, R1 and R3. R1 and R3 we XOR, and the result will be stored at R3. Okay, next we store result from R3 to R4. R4 here. Okay, and actually we need to store results to address 2000. I forgot to do that. STR R3 or R4, sorry, R4 to R0. Why R0? Because R0 now whole address for Y. Okay, we rebuild our file again, and then we debug. Okay, here the address 2000 will get final result 13D36888 here.